Welcome, beautiful buddies and gentlemen, family. What's up, Christian? We've talked today, Prem and La Liga. La Liga, yeah. Prem, I couldn't care less. I don't care about that league. I think so, Safe. Yeah, it's on Monday. I'm even thinking about tomorrow. It all depends on, if I want to or not. Because tomorrow there's Inter Juve. I saw that was a good game. And United Spurs. It's just two shit teams. It would probably be a little bit of a fun game. Who would be the shittest out of the two? 14th versus 15th. A real relegation battling game. So maybe. But a Monday game, yeah, I should probably be able to do that one. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, just it's a continuous pattern now for Mbappe. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, Bellingham. Oh no, 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 no. I'm just saying, like from my point of view, I don't like. There were like a couple of games today, but if you're talking ahead of the City Madrid game, I completely agree with you. I think Marmoush has probably earned himself to start, and I heard Savio was good as well, so it should be like Savio, and I heard Haaland is fit enough to start the Madrid game. No, to lose like their manager, because their manager is Spanish as well. I definitely think like Lucha texted him or something. Elmo, I don't understand. It's you and Safe, Elmo. Your two teams got uncomfortable results. I mean, now you know what? You got an disgusting performance, Elmo. I don't know why you guys are talking. Like we got the 3 points. That all that matters. Yeah, I mean, good victory for Marseille, but because we won our game, it doesn't matter. They can score 10 goals. It doesn't matter. No, as I said, I think the players just didn't care today, and that's completely normal for me. Yo, what's
Hold
up,
on.
Junior?
Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
Can you hear me?
Uh,
Okay.
Maybe Tayo. I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you, Junior.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Oh, I got a bit of a glimpse of the last couple minutes of the stream, with the boys and everything. And I mean, yeah, for me, this game, I thought it, it was just sort of a game that you had to play. But even then going into it, I thought like I even saw potentially a good draw. It's sort of a game that you just need to get out of. You get the result, and that's it. That's all.
Yeah, we got the 3 points. As well, explained it. I said everyone has a nine to five job, Junior, and maybe there's always one day, Junior, where maybe on the weekend you're gonna do a lot of stuff. So you come late to the job. You leave as early as possible. You don't put any energy into like you do the absolute minimum.
Yeah.
to not get like to not
Fired.
draw, to not lose the game.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Especially after the two games, like Monaco, high intensity game,
Mhm.
Brest, high intensity game, and then we have Brest again at Lyon coming up. So, and this is something I've seen from Lucho. I wouldn't say this happened before Lucho, but under Lucho's happened, and because of we're playing what 2 games every week. I'm calm with this. I'm calm.
Yeah, same. Especially given the run of games that we're gonna have after. We got Brest in the Champions League. We've got Lyon in next week. So
Yeah.
as in, it's a game. You're away from home. You get the result. You sort of play your not your strongest 11.
Yeah.
You still manage to get the job done. So yeah.
Yeah.
No comments. It's like you can't. I mean, obviously, there's things you can go and say that you're not happy about certain things, but it's hard to really draw conclusions when realistically most of the players out there were probably at 70%, 80%, if that.
Exactly. And like after we scored the goal, it was so that like we wasted time.
Yeah.
We just wasted the time. For me, the only worrying thing about the game is not us. It was Toulouse. It's like we were happy with 1-0 and they were happy losing 1-0 as well. They're like, yeah, you know what? Facing PSG, we'd take a 1-0. And their manager was smiling. When him and Lucho hugged at the end, if you saw it, they were smiling. And he's Spanish, the manager. So Lucho probably
both are
texted him before.
Spanish,
He's like, you want to do a deal? He's like, yeah, what? 1-0. I would take that. I'd take that.
Yeah. No, we just got the job done. And then finally enough, a Spanish guy scored. But yeah, we go on, we move on, and the only thing that's maybe a bit annoying is the fact Dembele couldn't continue his streak, but it's
True.
Well, I'll say it doesn't count. It doesn't count. He came on only at 30 minutes, so we'll say it doesn't really fully count.
Yeah, this was surrounded on one guy posted it on Twitter. This was the training session before the game. You can see it's Barcola in goal.
Yeah, I saw your tweet. I literally just saw that tweet. Yeah.
Then I mean, I know like you're one of the critiques of Fabian Jr. But after today's game, did you feel? I felt like every player just didn't care, Junior. I put everyone on the same level. Some maybe putting slightly more effort, like Mayulu. He was slightly more energetic, maybe doing some moments. Hakimi. But I saw a tweet like this. Where was it? This one. Like I don't understand this constant Fabian hate. I don't understand it.
I think the thing with Fabian is that if he was just some it's realistically, Fabian in terms of performances and whatnot is probably giving you similar to what Colo was getting you. The thing is though with Colo is you can say he's probably performing or up to his potential, right? The thing with Fabian is that you've seen what he can do. You've seen him at the peak of his powers at the Euros and whatnot with Spain. The thing is though that with PSG, he's not doing that. And add on top of that, he's really tall, lanky, slow, and so on and so forth.
We know he's a misfit. We know compared to our other players, he's a misfit. I just don't understand. It's like Gonçalo Jr. Gonçalo, we know how of a limited player Gonçalo is. But I never slander Gonçalo because I know he's a limited player.
Well, then again, Gonçalo's also not he's not starting. If Gonçalo was starting, and then you'd probably get a lot more hate as well.
Fabian is not a starter. He's just a squad player. He started because we rested Vitinha and Neves.
Okay, but I mean, let's look at the past couple games and whatnot. And he's been starting even when Warren's been fit. If realistically right now, what's PSG's best midfield? It's Vitinha,
Neves, and Doué.
And them three.
Doué is ahead of Fabian in the pecking order.
Well, I mean that's very top heavy midfield in terms of attack. But I feel
you're
like
still
the most
complaining about Fabian again after today. I mean, he wasn't great, but man,
no. We were just talking with the hate. I mean, today he was just a mad like any other player. For me, the Fabian, he's just average. That's the thing. Just he's just mid, 5 out of 10.
I say he's more decent, like a 7 out of 10. He always gives us those decent performances. I even saw stats. He has 4 goals for us this season, and he had only 1 goal for us the entirety of last year. He has 4 goals in 2025 so far. He's actually improved his performances in 2025. I understand Fabian is still far away from the Spain version, but I think because Spain played differently, he has a different role in Spain. And then obviously some players are more confident in the national team. He's not performing at that level. We know we're gonna sell him in the summer. I just don't like if we're gonna slander Fabian, let's slander Gonzalo Ramos. For me, that's why I hate. No one slanders Warren. No one slanders Gonzalo Ramos, but Fabian gets the slander. Oh, he's Lucha's boy and all of that. For me, I just don't get that. Like he scored a goal today. You basically could say he won us the game today. Like for me,
Well, I mean, today, I
Fabian,
guess
Jr.,
it's
I just know his level. That's it. I don't have to talk shit about him.
I think it's just like even comparing it to the players you mentioned before, it's just the context is different. Even like with a Gonzalo, even with like even a Warren.
Gonzalo came here for 70 million. Fabian came here for 20 million.
True, but Gonzalo is also like not playing regularly, and he was injured for a large part of the season.
Yeah, but
So-
no, but even when he plays regularly, he's
Yeah,
worse
true.
than Fabian. He plays worse than Fabian, like a level below it.
I mean, well, maybe today, yeah, for sure. But like,
Has
I mean, the
Fabian
thing is he
costed us any
scores.
game? Has Fabian costed us any game? No. Gonzalo, just the recent game he started versus Rem, he costed us the 3 points, missing like so many big chances, so on.
Even then, well, then okay, then you can also say that that goal that he scores against City, even though it was, we were already winning, that goal put us a place ahead. It was good for our goal differential. So you can also say that he's helped us. Like I think they're similar. I think the big difference is that first and foremost is that Fabian is much higher in the pecking order. He's been there longer. He's been playing consistently more so. And then there's also just huh. Well, I think it's
he's
just
better.
there's less competition like overall in the midfield. Like
That's true as well.
yeah, like even like technically, like you said, Due. If you say our best midfield is Vitinha, Neves, Due, that's if you're considering Due as a midfielder. Realistically, Due, like if you look at, for example, compare him to Gonzalo, the competition he has in the pecking orders. Realistically, Dembele is ahead of him. Barcola is ahead of him in the pecking order. Then Kvara is now ahead of him. Due, if you consider him as a forward, is now ahead of him. So he's like what, 5th? Now, if you put him in the if you put Due in the midfield, then he's 4th. Compare that to Fabian, who you've got right now, by whatever metrics you have, he's 4th at the latest if you consider Due a midfielder, because you don't have because Warren's injured currently, and even if he's there, realistically, I mean, Due, depending on how you want to consider him, he's 4th or 5th in the pecking order. I just think it's the fact that you see him more often. And for me, the biggest thing though is just the fact that you saw how good he was in the Euro. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, but what I don't understand, like, I think for the first 2 months of the season, all the critique to Fabian was valid. 3 months, because we just saw him player of the tournament in the Euros, and then we saw him like that. What I don't understand is having people accepted like we're not gonna get that virgin, like he's just not, because of many different factors, how Spain play, him playing in a different position, and him feeling more confident playing with the Spanish national team. Is it people think he's not like caring about PSG? Is that it? He's
There's
like
probably
doing
that
an Mbappe
aspect.
move.
It's the thing of like you can see the difference between somebody playing for the national team. It's like how I'd say with I don't know, Real Madrid and like Gareth Bale. Not to the extreme, because Gareth Bale did not care about Real Madrid, but that is, and you see what Gareth Bale would do for Wales and what he would do, and then you come to Real Madrid and just be several notches below. It's the fact that you've seen the potential with it.
But it's not just potential. If it was just Fabian would want to play like that. I just don't understand why the people that hate on Fabian.
This meme?
I don't know, it was some weird dude that had already blocked me.
But
just some stupid French PSG fan as usual.
Fabian is the second player in the club to have gone the most matches, who's undefeated in the most matches. I think it's at 45 games now with PSG, undefeated. Only one with a higher tally is, I think, Marquinhos with 48. So when he plays, more often than not, we win. But honestly, I just want to say one thing, man. Burn down Toulouse, burn down Rams. Bro, you guys are right, man. This is. I think Safe was right, man. He won, man. Farmers League, man. I'm so rattled. I'm so fucking rattled after today.
Tusen, I don't
I'm so
understand.
fucking rattled, man.
Your
I'm
expectation
so
heading into the
rattled,
game was a
man.
2-0. Why do you care we didn't have a great performance?
Bro, look at the look. They had 10 players. Look at that photo. They had 10 players in the box in that screenshot. 10 players, man.
I mean, the thing is, okay, put yourself in their shoes. What would you do? You're facing arguably what the one of currently
You're
in
gonna lose
form.
either way. You're gonna lose either way. Why not just go out guns a blazing? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, some people will have that, but you also have to think like this. This isn't like Brest, for example, in the Champions League, who now they can go and it's like you have to think Toulouse are in like a mid-table battle themselves to potentially scrape
Mid-table. It's not like they're even in relegation. They're mid-table.
No, but like let's
Like
say
they're
for
in
example
fucking. They're not in heaven or hell. They're in fucking purgatory, and you don't even care. Like you can't. You don't want to do anything to improve your situation. Just fucking like
Brest are
that's the
6
worst thing
points
you can
behind.
be. That's the worst thing you can be.
The thing
Average,
is,
mediocre.
they're 6 points behind Lyon. So I mean, they could still potentially go and envisage a European spot. So getting pumped for your goal difference. I mean, I don't like it. I
Goal
won't go and
difference,
say
really? Like that's what they care about now? Goal difference? Man, fucking shit team, man. Fucking burn that fucking club down, man.
No, I mean they're mid-table. I don't think anything matters for them really. Just the low. And as I said, their manager was smiling, and he's Spanish. I definitely believe that him and Lucha had this as a plan before the game.
I mean, yeah, I'll focus on my club. If they want to do that, fine. Like they still lost. Like their plan didn't work. The one thing I'll go and say is like, yeah, if you're a neutral, you'll go and you say, yeah, it's not good, it's not pretty. Which I mean, I guess I do agree. Like I'd rather have a team that sort of sticks and tries to play their way and gets smacked. But I can also understand that you don't want to go and like if you already know you're gonna get outmatched, and then you go and you want to go and basically play a shootout, and you get pumped like 7-1. I'm not sure if that's the best thing to like. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Did you
yeah.
sit through? Did you sit through those 93 minutes of torture?
Me?
Did you sit? Yeah, did you sit through that shit?
I mean, I had the game. I was also watching. There's the here. Well, there's the NHL has their like Four Nations face off. So I had like the Sweden Finland game. But I had both. But I was watching the PSG game. Like not
I'm
fully.
sure you had your eyes. I'm sure you had your most of your attention on the hockey game instead.
No,
And I wouldn't blame you, man.
it was a snooze fest, but it's also I expected. Like I said in this game, I could have seen this going in out here, even getting a draw, and I wouldn't even be that mad. Like you're at a point in the season, you're playing constantly, you're playing 2-3 times 3 games a week. Need to like you can't keep this pace on for forever. So, if there's one game where you can sort of have a less not like an off day, so to speak, I'm fine with it being here. And even there, you go and get the result away from home, down like a long travel trip. You go to Toulouse, and you got the job done. You still maintain a 10-point lead against your the second place team in Marseille.
Marseille.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I just think you can't really draw too many conclusions about this game. It's sort of a nothing game.
I mean, initially we had worries about Dooley. Yo, DJ, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
What's up?
Like, do you guys think we need to have a Kvaratskhelia conversation?
No, it's too early. It's
No.
too early.
No, what Junior said. Yeah.
As in Kvaratskhelia, as in like, it's a bust already.
No, we're not gonna go as far as saying bust, but I mean, what he proposed today on the field was just not good.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's hard to also say that you're playing, as you said, a deep block. Although you'd argue that that's one of the reasons you bring him in to sort of. I just think that today we didn't utilize. That's perhaps one thing I'd go and say that if in a game like this is where I'd want sort of Kvaratskhelia to sort of be almost like Neymar was in these types of games, where okay, give me the ball and I'll start doing something, like taking people on. I don't mind if you lose it a couple times just to give us something different. This game he sort of stuck, played as winger or stayed up front, didn't really show himself. But again, like I think, yeah, especially with this, the way Lucho plays is very technical, very tactical. And so, like you saw Due, it took him, months to get into it. And now he's like looking as like one of our best players. And so I think it's just going to be a matter of time. He's still only been here for less than a month or so. I'm not even sure, like, I mean, obviously we always look at it from the sporting aspect, but like, I'm not sure, like he's probably still like living in a hotel or living at the campus. There's all this thing and adjustment to life and everything. So I say you have to give him time. And if anything,
so
go on.
I mean, at this point, I mean, he's not a starter. The fact that you're saying give him time, he's not a starter.
Yeah, and I don't think they should. That's actually one thing that like I forgot. I was listening to some French PSG podcast talking about how when he was benched against Brest like last week, that like nobody really talked about it. You just like if this was like PSG a couple seasons ago, benching a 70 million euro player in a Champions League game would have been like ridiculous. But we did it, and there's no issue. I think it shows that if something is healthy at the club, if you're able to go, your team is so good, so well oiled and everything, you're able to bench somebody you spent 70, 80 million on, no qualms, and there's like it's not even a topic of discussion. But I think it's just
that's not that. But the thing is, he was promised a protagonist role coming in. Like he didn't just sign a PSG not knowing he'd be a fucking part timer or something. Like he really should be hitting the ground running. Like, but then again, I do think Lucho, I guess the word is complexified things for him. Like, started him as a fucking false nine against a back five, man. Like that shit, that's not cool. Like that's not gonna help him get into the flow of the game. Why are you playing him as a fucking center forward against a back five?
Yeah, that's probably be like my one critique if is one of the game. But yeah, I think with him it's just give him time. Give him time. Because you have to also think like obviously not to disrespect Napoli and whatnot. This is like probably the biggest step in his career. So
no, it is, but like, bro, within what 2-3 weeks? Well, I'd say 3 weeks, and some change. I mean, we have the round of 16. Like he needs to pick it up. He really needs to pick it up, man.
But the thing is, though, like it's not like he hasn't been like okay. Would you say that his start has it been better? Was it better or worse than Doué's start at PSG?
Obviously, no, actually. I've never thought he had a stinker up until this game and his last cameo. So his last 2 appearances, stinkers. Prior to that, just flashes, good things, like things that you can look forward to. These last 2 games, nothing to look forward to, like just nothing. It's an abyss.
How many games has he played now?
Maybe I want to say 4 or 5 games, or probably more, a little more, maybe 6, because he played the Coupe de France game. Like 5 to 6 games, I think.
So in that time he's got an assist and a goal. So I mean, yeah, not the most flash. I think it's just give him time. That's the thing. The thing is too though, like it's also difficult for him to come into, like I'm trying to think, when was the last time that PSG went and got a big signing in January?
Draxler maybe,
So back
or
in 20.
Paredes, or unless you want to say Paredes years later, but that's not a big. I mean,
Like a
he
big
signed for
marquee
big
signing,
money,
big
but
signing in
not.
terms of like Europe is like this is like a star, quote unquote.
Yeah, probably Draxler.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think coming in, if this was at the beginning of the season where he's had like basically a full preseason and everything, so to speak, then maybe I'm a bit more concerned. But this is mid-season. You're coming into a team which is already, pretty oiled up. It already has its mechanisms and already firing on all cylinders, and having to insert yourself into that isn't, the easiest thing to do. So yeah, I think it's just like if this continues on for, 2, 3, 4 more games, then yeah, maybe I will. But even like for the player, yeah. But the thing is, if other people around him are able to, pick up the slack, so to speak, I
But
think.
dude, like, it's looking like we need an oil change, man. Because if Dembu stops scoring now, like you know, his conversion rate ain't the same. Who really is scoring goals in our forward line? I mean, today Due just missed a point blank. Like, bro, like that gave
That
me
is one
visions
thing
of
though. I think that's
Warren
one.
last season. You
Yeah,
know,
that's one thing though that I think needs to get
and then
improve on.
Barcola as well today, man. Like he missed 2, 3. Like he's lost some confidence in front of goal.
Well, okay. In fairness, the Barcola ones I think are pretty like not easy. Unless there's one I missed. Like all you're talking ones like where the keeper's coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
he had
he's
like 2 or 3 of those chances, bro. Like a good number of like he had like 2 or 3 of them in the first half.
well.
Like
There's
he
one
should
of
have come out that first half with a goal for
Well,
sure.
there's one of them where the keeper makes a pretty good save. I think that was in the first half, on where you went on the right hand side. And the other ones where he chips. Like I'm okay with those. If he misses like the ones that he missed against Brest, on Tuesday, that is where like yeah, I'm concerned. But like the chances he got today, they're not the highest XG chances. So it's not. Like yeah, as I said before, I just think it's really difficult to really draw too many conclusions from this game. Like if we go and we smack Brest on Wednesday, like 4-0, you forget this game even happened, and you move on to the next one. Because you were talking about like, okay, if Dembele, stops scoring goals, okay, fair. But like I think in like recent times, PC's averaging like at least 3 goals a game. You're doing it against pretty decent teams. 4 goals against City, 4 goals against Monaco, 5 goals in your first game against Brest,
I'm
3 goals
just
against
scared that the
them.
players. I'm scared that the players might hit a wall. That's what I'm scared of, dude. Like even Hakimi was flowing start of the season. Like Hakimi's kind of like toned it down a bit. He needs rhythm. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain too much because I know we're gonna sail past Brest. It's just we need to pick shit up, man. We need to pick it up after the Brest game. Like Leon next week is a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Do you lot actually believe that oil club are bigger? We're not an oil club, man. Jesus. We are a natural gas club, okay? Oil and natural gas, they're different in terms of their molecular makeup. You fucking clown. Okay? Natural gas is easy to refine. Oil isn't. So we're a natural gas club. Get it right.
Oh,
Have you guys seen the whole like Real Madrid red card controversy and everything?
Yeah, we talked about it.
the Bellingham red card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit. I mean, Entman disagreed with me, but I just think it's bullshit. No ref should be.
You think it's not a red?
No, it's not a red. No ref should be giving a red card just because someone told him to fuck off.
Bro, I mean, I think the rules change. I see like what if that's like that's you're completely disrespecting the ref. Like the
Bro,
one
fuck
case
the ref.
we can't just be telling people like that just to like F off like mid game and stuff like that. Like I mean,
Bro, dude, I've seen it in NBA games. I've seen it.
but
Like,
yeah, the
bro,
thing is
it's
that
normal. Like,
yeah,
it's
I mean
honestly
the thing is,
normal stuff,
but
dude.
the whole thing is that they tried to they changed the regulations for this because they said that like they want to prevent refs from getting abused like that in games. And okay, maybe at the Premier League it's not that bad, but they're trying to do this specifically here in Britain at least. They mentioned because at lower leagues like grassroots and whatnot, and Sunday League and whatnot, refs get abused constantly. And the thing is, if you're seeing the professionals do it and get away with it when there's no consequences, it's going to trickle down to lower leagues where you've got like literally refs being assaulted in games, etc., so on and so forth. But like as soon as like you go and you say like the one argument I guess in favor of Jude that you can make is that like he said F off in the sense of like piss off as a frustration and not necessarily directed at the person, but even still, and that like yeah, even still, I go and say like first and foremost he's in Spain, so they don't necessarily have the nuance, the cultural nuance of of English and knowing the context of that. But even still, I think if he says that in like to an English ref here that like understands English perfectly and whatnot, I still think that's a red. Like I think it's difficult to defend when he literally said like told the ref to F off.
I don't know, dude. I just I
get it.
personally I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Personally, I wouldn't. I just don't think that's right.
All I know is that Mo must have been like
Nah, he
saying,
was
"See, I
gassed.
told you so. I told you so." He's like, "You
Yeah,
see, this
yeah,
guy's a
yeah.
fraud." This has been music to Mo's ears.
No, what I think Bellingham was doing is he was testing the limits because this is not the first time. In the Atletico game, he was picked up by the microphone.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
obviously didn't get a card from it. What I also think is because this is something I saw like a pod Neville with some referee, and the referee says, "Yes, sometimes we head into games, Junior, with past stuff." And I think because in the most recent La Liga game, Bellingham said that stuff, and it was recorded by the microphone, and everyone was talking about it. So Bellingham doing that again.
I mean,
And even when you see the video, he's just the ego is too big in his head. He thinks he can do whatever he wants, and finally he gets punished for a negative action, and then they want to victimize him.
Yeah, I mean, like as a player, Mark Delling is playing ability. I think he's great, but like low key, something that's like not talked. Like Bellingham, low key in terms of like character on the pitch, like low key for me is like he's not that far off of like Vinny and like people like Gavi either. Like, I mean, I understand he's English, he's Brumming, so on and so forth, but like this guy's got to like. I remember like when he was coming up, breaking initially onto the scene and whatnot, they were talking about he's so composed, the media train this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. But I'm like, I look at the guy and it's like mid game, this guy's cussing out refs. I remember it was the game against Wales where he's out of frustration. I get things like that, but like as bad as like you don't pick up Mbappe doing stuff like that on the routine like daily, so on and so forth. It's just like. Yeah, the thing, for Bellingham is like, in terms of like annoyance and whatnot, I don't think like he's not miles off of like the Vinnies or a Gavi even.
No, that's why I hate when, especially this is usually comes from English people. They say, "Oh, why do people hate Bellingham? He's so likable." Stupid people. Just when you see this, just look at the disgustness, look at the arrogance, look at the I'm him, look at the ego. I'm talking to you with respect. Fuck off. Look at that.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Nah,
How,
nah.
that's a red.
Nah,
That's a
that
red.
And look at Bellingham.
No,
Bellingham
that
is not
a
even.
red.
Bellingham
That's
is
a
not
red,
even
that's a red.
complaining.
Go,
Bellingham is not even
go
complaining.
back. Go back
He's
to the
just.
way he said.
I fucked up, man.
Nah,
I fucked up.
nah, that ref is a goofball.
Keep
bro.
going back. I'm talking to you with respect. Yeah, he's looking
Yeah.
away. Like, yeah, that's.
That fuck off. See it quickly. And then here, instead of Bellingham, he's like, no.
Wait, hold on.
Bellingham,
Wait, go back.
he
Did I
fucked.
maybe I read read it wrong? But I felt like he said like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or did he say,
Here?
"Oh"? Let's see.
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Okay.
maybe it's me.
Nah, he
I'm
didn't
sorry.
say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I guess you'll
What?
need a lip
I'll
reading
just say-
expert.
No,
How do you say
I'm not great.
what in Spanish? Maybe
That's
he says
que.
what?
You say que? No, I don't think he said that.
What? What? Maybe what? What? Looks like what? What?
Yeah, maybe he
Nah,
Yes, sir.
it seems-
Oh my god.
nah,
No, he
this
needs to
ref-
get humbled,
nah,
man. He needs to get humbled.
No, this ref is a walking tampon, bro.
Wait, DJ. Okay, you're the only one. What do you think this is a red or no?
I think the issue is we don't know what he said. That's the issue. But
I mean, it's
I
pretty
think-
clear. From here. There's like he said, "I'm talking to you with respect," and then he says, "F off."
yeah, I think it's up to the ref. Like if the ref views sort of it as dissent, disrespect, then he has every right to do what he wants. Like
Bruh,
why are you
honestly,
telling the ref to fuck off? I don't understand it.
Yeah, like
He's
Just-
he's a ref. You're
Because-
an arbiter.
But
Your
that's
job
not
is
the,
not. You're
that's
not the.
But why can't you
you're
treat the
there to
ref with respect?
mediate.
Though?
You're not the.
But why can't
What
you just treat the ref
respect,
with-
bro? They're in the
Because
heat of
that's how you
battle.
treat
He's a
a-
fucking. This
Bro,
is what
this
he
is not
is
this is
a
not
warrior.
UFC.
You're in the heat of
playing
battle.
Football. You're playing football, bro. It's not
It's
UFC.
battle though. It's
It's
fucking
not-
war,
it's not
nigga.
battle.
Like, it's
Yeah,
still,
but
yeah,
bro,
it's-
this-
It's not battle, bro.
no, yeah, I don't know people to f off like that, like buddy.
yes,
Like
Why-
if
I
you
don't
said
know
like to
why
like
you
like
do that, though.
be serious or something like something
Bro,
else.
I need.
It's the fact
look,
that he
I
uses.
think you know what, man? We might need to get off this pod. We might need to go. We need to test each of you guys' T levels just to see what's going on, your testosterone level. Like,
But
bro, he
honestly,
just told him. Like,
in
this
this-
is normal. It's
Yeah.
normal stuff, dude. Like,
Can you-
It's
Well, the
very
thing is that
normal.
that shouldn't be normal. That you just go and you crash out like that.
Right. Also, do you guys know?
It's
the
not really a
context of-
crash out. How is he
Alright,
crashing
pause
out?
it, one second. Do you guys know the context of what happened in the situation? So, like, what happened just
So-
before he?
I think I don't remember exactly what happened, but the commentator was saying that was because of a false throw-in.
Okay.
So a throw-in that Bellingham thought was Madrid's, and
And it
then
was-
the referee gave it to the opposition.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Then-
you can't be losing your mind over a bad throwing call. Like,
Yeah,
if it
and-
was like a
and-
penalty or something like that, I can understand. Okay, you're losing your mind, but
did you-
if
as I
for
said-
a throw-in, you can't be. Come on now.
Look,
what are we doing?
This and here, same thing. Throw-in, Madrid,
Right.
Atletico,
I think this
the
is
La
a
Liga
bigger
game before,
right.
and
This
now
the
we can
throwing
hear
one is
it.
a bigger fuck you, man. Yeah.
He used to rather high percentages against other clubs, but I think
Yeah,
This is
that's
the
a
one that
straight
hit
red.
me.
That's a
That's-
straight
yeah,
red.
exactly.
He needs to get
That's
humbled,
idiot.
man.
That's to
He
be a
needs to get
straight
humbled,
red.
man.
Genius.
Yeah.
That's a
Like, I thought-
straight
When I
red.
heard that, I was like,
Genius.
"Whoa, why is he saying that?" Like, I thought that's word. I was.
But you've never been in a game where, like, with Spanish, like, hijo de mil puta, que coño, coño de madre.
If someone said that to me, I wouldn't
Like,
know
you've
what
never
they're
heard
saying,
that?
bro.
You've never heard that?
I wouldn't
You've
know what
never
they're
heard
saying.
that.
I would not know what they're saying, bro.
But that's what are you talking about? People
Because,
do that all
bro, I
the
don't speak
time.
Spanish.
They
If
do
someone
that
said
shit.
if someone said Spanish
Oh
shit to
my
me, bro, I wouldn't
God.
know what they're saying. I would just
No,
be
but okay,
like,
no. Hold on. Let
Man,
me
you
get
niggas-
like
you
in
niggas have
in Spanish
never-
games and in Spanish games, like you'll have often people go and say like "oh madre mia" or something like that. But like even the way that Bellingham said it in like the FU, he's sort of turning away. It's like you can maybe make the cases out of frustration, so on and so forth. But that Atleti clip, he looked at the guy and said "fu," hand motion, everything. That for me, that's clearly dissent. That's
Thank
clearly
you,
dissent. Like I don't know, you can't defend that. Like, what's your case against it? Like, if so, then are you
Bro,
saying that dissent
dissent
should
is
not be a
normal,
foul? Then there should be no repercussions for
So
it.
when
You just
someone
allow
says hijo de
anything.
puta, when someone says hijo de puta, la concha de tu madre, your mother's pussy, like just shit like that. Que coño, que asco, it's fucking disgusting. Like, Bro, you've never heard these terms? Like, these are normal Spanish terms. People say this shit all the time. Like, niggas is just pussy, bro. Niggas is so soft.
Oh, here we
Like,
go, Tosin.
bro, refs are soft. Fucking, like, these niggas is fucking Charmin soft. Like, god damn. Like, it's the heat of battle. You got men fucking battling for the ball. You know, it's a physical game. You're getting frustrated. You can't keep the ball. Like, it's just, bro, you in the heat of battle. You're gonna crash out in moments.
For me, if you said to the player, fair. Bro, this is like a third party. Like, bro, like what? Like, again, yeah, it's the fact that it's for a throw. Like, it's not that deep, buddy. Like, calm down. Take a chill pill, bud. Like, seriously.
No, and
I don't know.
the thing with Bellingham,
I
he has
discussed
also,
this. But remember, I talked about it, dude. Like, I didn't I talk about it in the watch along where I was talking about like, if you're a PSG fan, you remember that City second leg in 2021 where we just crashed out. We kicked the shit out of their players. Bro, I was gassed. That actually, you know, I felt great about that, man. I supported Di Maria fucking crashing out on Fernandinho. I supported Kimpembe kicking the shit out of Mahrez and Jesus.
It's the opponent. Yeah, but it's the opponent. I have nothing. If Bellingham wants to say that to the opponent, like someone tackles him and he's like, yo, fuck off. He has absolutely right. Why? Because the opponent is his enemy. The referee is not his enemy. He has no reason to say that to the referee, especially for an unimportant throw-in. Like, if you have that bad manners...
Like, I just think generally you shouldn't be going in, you know, it shows like a low blow that you have to be like cussing at your opponent for now. But like, hey, I can like chop that to trash talking in the heat moment, but like to a third, like a ref, because it's like, at least here in England, they were specifically mentioning they were trying to get rid of this stuff specifically because it's such a bad example. Because in the Premier League and whatnot, like, for the refs, it's not going to be, you know, the end all be all, but like for lower leagues though, like there's been cases of like refs getting like assaulted mid game, being hospitalized because of the abuse they received.
Yeah. But that's the lower leagues. This is
but the thing is, if you go and you have Bellingham, who is an inspiration, a role model to many kids and whatnot, just actively cussing out refs like that mid game with no retributions, no consequences. When I'm in my little, you know, under 14s game and, you know, there's a call that goes against me, I'm gonna do the same thing.
I guess I hate agreeing to disagree, but I guess I'll just resort to that at this point.
Like, I remember Dembele at Barcelona said something like similar, like to the refs. Yeah, it was very similar. He didn't get a call or whatnot, and he went and crashed out. He said in French, he said, "Allez niquer vos mères," basically go like after your mothers.
Fuck your mothers. Yeah, fuck your mothers.
That's crazy.
Shit.
That's crazy.
But it's normal.
Like, it was funny, but like low key, if he gets red, like you can't go and say like I can't defend that. Like, you gotta have some like to just say. The thing is, he said it like just in the air, and he wasn't really looking at the ref. But even still,
I guess. Personally, I mean, crashing out on a ref is normal if you're a professional. Now, if you want to talk about the lower levels, that's a whole different discussion. But at the professional level, I don't see anything wrong with it.
But okay, if I don't understand the argument, if you say that it's wrong to do it at lower levels, why is it then okay to say it at a professional level?
I mean, these are big time athletes, man. Like, they're worth millions. They have sponsorship deals, all that. Like, it's different. I mean, they have different value in society.
So you're basically condoning the treatment and the consequences of other because of their status. Like, different
yeah, not all people are created equal. Equality is a myth. Not all people are created equal. Let's be real. Like,
I'm talking about here treatment of like of consequences. So if you do the exact so you're telling me if little Billy goes and doesn't get a throw in his way in his under 13s game and goes and crashes out and tells the ref to F off in a game, an under 13s game, you're saying that he should get red carded, but Bellingham in this game, no, he should be
under 13, but that's an under 13 kid, and that under 13 kid, he'd probably get admonished by his coach as well. Like, do you think a coach is gonna admonish Jude for saying "fuck off"? Come on, bro. It's different. It's a whole different. It's just way different, dude.
I just think that like, like cashing out like that is just like, yeah, no need. And it's for me, it's more so like the fact that using it very explicit, like if you said to like, I don't know, like piss off or something like that, like less vulgar. I mean, it's still not good, but it's like imagine if you're the ref, you're just taking that. This guy told you to F off in the middle of the game. You're supposed to be the one administering the game. You're arbitrating the game, setting the rules, dictating how things, refereeing the game. And somebody tells you to F off. You're just gonna take that and be like, oh yes, sir, I won't say anything back. Like
Can referees tell players
like I mean I get
fuck off?
Huh?
Because do you know there are referees that are about that action as well?
Yeah,
like,
I know, and that's obviously
referees
equally as
that are
bad.
about
It's
that
equally
action.
as bad, which is why a lot of people here like they're wanting refs to have like microphones on and whatnot to be able to capture both from what players are saying and also what refs say as well.
Look, man, dissent never deserves a straight red. A yellow at most, but it never deserves a straight red. That's some pussy shit. Again, we're not even talking about Jude the footballer here. We're just talking about this whole thing, like this incident. It's a yellow. Move the fuck on, bro. Or was it a second yellow or a straight red?
It was straight red. It was a straight red.
Yeah, see, that's just goofy as fuck. That's a ref abusing power. Straight up abusing power, dude. Like some of these refs, man, they need to keep their egos in check, man. Straight red, really?
So wait. So let me get it. If you're in the ref's position, a player tells you to F off in your face, tells you F you in your face, like a man to man, especially a ref, a younger man tells you like that.
Some refs,
you're saying
as a man, you know what you should do? You should, as a man, it's your duty, okay, to reprimand that player and hold that, like, bro, like there are a lot of refs. Like, look at the greatest refs. Colin, what's the name of that La Liga ref? That was bald a bit, like
I just retired. I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, he wouldn't take that shit. He would stand up, look that player in his eye, and say, "Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" Now that's some mano v mano y mano shit. Like, bro, you don't need to give the dude a red. That's just an abuse of power, bro. It's some pussy shit. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. It's some pussy shit. Have you guys ever crashed out ever playing sports ever as a competitor? You've never
Crash out?
Oh,
Yeah, like
seriously?
I've like kicked the ball away and taken and kicked it off, or like talking to a player, but I've not gone it. I'll go and like be like a ref, be serious and whatnot, and like be like I'm like if like for example like there's a bad foul against me, I'm going to say like a ref, that's never a foul. I'm never gonna go and start like cussing out the ref mid game like that.
Yeah, like I've never crashed out a ref. I think that's weird. Like obviously you've gotten into fights and stuff, but I think that's different. That's just like
It's
maybe a bit of bad blood every now and then. You get into a fight, but I think if you're crashing out the ref, you need to have a sort of look at yourself a bit.
You're lucky you got like anger management issues.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, well, like the thing with crashing out is like it's one thing is like a ref does some dumb shit, you start chasing the ref, you want to fight them or something. But I think it's more about the sort of petulance of saying "fuck off" or "fuck you." That's what I think is the bigger issue. Like that's not even that's not a manly thing to do. To be like, "Oh, fuck you" to the referee. Like I don't look at that as like, oh, like Tosin was trying to say, "Oh, you're a warrior." Like, no, you're not a warrior for saying that. Well, have you seen the clip from the Sky Sports show?
What clip?
The one where they were doing stop bench shows?
Yeah, they had like Declan Rice and
Yeah.
Neves.
Yeah, obviously, I'm sure everyone's seen the one with the PSG guys. What did you think of
Your
the
kid, no,
the
tell
one?
me, show me those.
Okay,
Show me
okay.
those.
I was just gonna say, what did you think of the one with the attacking midfielders?
I haven't seen the video. I've just seen the screenshot.
All right then. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to see the video because I think that's probably copyrighted though. I don't know. Yeah, I think like in their defense, there's a 99% chance they have not watched a single game of Jean Neves this season. Maybe the City game if they watch that, but beyond that, these guys are not watching PSG.
What they would do, like they only watch Sky Sports is Premier League. They should just
Exactly,
rate Premier League.
exactly, bro. Like
No,
there's really
no.
no point.
But here, why they put Neves is the same reason people like rate Inter. It's just to show that they have ball knowledge. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
have Neves. This new star at PSG.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to show that I somewhat know how good he is.
right.
But honestly, the only reason Neves is there is because of his performance against City. If he hadn't done that against City, if he'd done that against like Barca, now they're not talking about him.
No doubt. Yeah.
That's for me. That's the thing.
Screenshot. So show me the second screenshot. Sell. Oh my god. Man,
I think starting.
Are Premtars the dumbest faction in football fandom? They might
Yeah,
be,
because
man.
I don't get
I
starting
think they are.
Gravenberch because he's only done it for one season, not even a whole season at Liverpool, like in the second year. So surely if you're doing it off like I don't know, Prem proven, whatever you want to call it, like surely you'd be starting Rice.
Man, they're the dumbest sect of fans in football. Premtards.
It's like that's negative ball knowledge there. Shit. Oh my god.
Look at this one here. So it's a team that obtains the most shots via indirect set pieces in the Champions League this season.
No, I think that means passes leading to a shot, like in the game, like open play and through, I guess, dead balls, right?
Let's say
So,
PSG. Okay, so down here is dead
Yeah.
balls.
yeah. Oh, so I guess.
So the more up you have like possession teams like Bayern, City, PSV, then more to the right.
So the
set pieces.
x-axis that shows the passes leading to a shot. Then the y, what's the y-axis? Passes leading to a shot in the game. Damn. Yeah, it just goes to show like we're heavy possession. $200 passes. Wow. Man, I'm just disappointed in today, man. See how
Same,
this
bro.
football shit can just fuck up your weekend?
No, I mean, I'll just move on to the next game.
Oh, Sky Sports did one about Dembele, Yamal, and Salah.
Yeah.
Was it the same start bench cell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Let me see that. Let me see that.
I don't know if you can watch this.
No, don't watch it. I just want to see the
Okay. All right.
This is the one for left wingers as well. Rafinha, Vinny,
Rafinha,
Barcola.
Vinny, Bradley, Barcola. Man, they don't. Man, they be
Yeah,
hating on-
Barcola ahead of Vinny.
To
No,
be
that's
fair,
why.
I think that's reasonable.
okay.
That's reasonable. That's not a disgusting take.
Bro, Rafinha is.
So he had
okay,
Barcola
so-
ahead of Vinny. My strikers.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they don't watch.
I
they
don't
watch.
understand that one, man.
Mbappe glazing, man.
I don't see the point of that. I'll be honest, bro. Like,
Oh my!
Bro,
you should hear that guy's
Bro.
reasoning on the Dembele placement, bro. It's so jarring, man.
I mean, you can probably play. Just don't show the video.
Nah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what the fuck they gotta say, bro. I really don't.
No, well, the other person cook. I
Age,
mean,
great team. System plays to everything that is his strength. I love watching him. I can get on board with that. The PSG aspect, I think, is where he's probably let down. I'd say career choice is very often a bad idea to go to PSG. If he was anywhere
Oh
else,
my
I think
God.
he'd probably be.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so it's just anti-PSG hate. That's what.
Honestly,
his- his reason.
that's probably the biggest thing I hate about people in the Prem. Like, I'm not denying the fact it's a high quality league and it's entertaining and whatnot, but it's the fact that like they will just not, even with Mbappe and all these things, like they'll go and say like, oh yeah, he's great and all, but like I'd love to see him in the Prem. I'd love to see him in the Prem. To say that like, oh, if he doesn't do it here, it doesn't really count. Like even some like people in the Premier League, like they'll go and say that, oh,
Like
the
this,
reason
this
that-
is the same league. This is the same league where Justin Kluivert won Player of the Month, by the way.
Respect Lever, please.
Justin fucking
Thank you.
Kluivert, man. That fucking bum.
Respect Lever.
I would say the
we were
main
watching
issue-
at Nice, stinking out the joint. Like,
I'd say the main issue with these people is like you can support a club, you can be tribal to a club. Like I can say, oh, I wish Cristiano Ronaldo played for Paris Saint-Germain. Why? Because I support PSG. These people support the Premier League. You can't support a league because a league doesn't stand for anything.
I mean,
It has
I
no
think
value,
you
it has
can,
no culture, it has nothing. They
I think you
support
can. I mean,
the
you're
league.
you're
This guy
supporting
calls
your
him a
nation.
Chelsea fan. Look, he calls him an Arsenal fan junior. But if Spurs play PSG, he will support Spurs. His main direct rivals because they are a Premier
Well,
League team.
I'm
and he
not
supports
sure.
the
I'm not
Premier
sure.
League.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
No,
Like, it's-
I remember like Rio Ferdinand or other United legends commentating on a City PSG game, and they're actively supporting City in the game. So
well,
for
they'll
me, it's a
probably get-
disgusting thing.
They'll probably
Supporting
get
the
a,
league.
they'll probably get a lot of flack then from other. I think like the
No, really, like the
tribal.
rivalry is dead in the Premier League. Players are just hugging after the game. I can never remember a time a PSG and a Marseille player have hugged each other.
yo, Lowe's
or-
the keys. Liverpool City, most overrated rivalry, man.
It's a purely
5 months
sporting
later,
rivalry.
during the
Yeah,
summer, Van
sports,
Dijk
man.
and
It's a
Kevin De
sporting
Bruyne.
rivalry. It's a sporting
The
rivalry.
Van Dijk and Kevin De Bruyne going on vacation together and shit, man. That shit is embarrassing.
And then they did like an offensive 8. Bellingham, Wirtz, Musiala. Oh, they did a. I don't even know how they picked these players, but they did one with Due, Rogers, and Olise. I mean, Due hasn't played that much, so I don't. That's not that important. Now,
Junior,
we need to win these, man.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Is
Yeah.
Junior there?
Yeah. What do you have?
Remember, you're talking crazy about the league standings, how Barca dropped off and stuff.
Yeah, how unserious
Well,
the
that
league
is-
was. Yeah,
Oh,
how
here we go.
unserious the league was. But that's what I've been saying. I've got a group chat with some of my Canadian friends who are like they're both Madrid fans. I'm saying the league is unserious. The league is the La Liga is the Canadian league. They're literally going on and being so polite and be like, no, you have the league title. No, you have the league title. No, Real Madrid, you have it. I thought you have it. No, Barca, you have it. Nobody wants to win it. Like the fact that Barcelona and Real Madrid each have had like 7 to 8 point leads at one point and have let those like collapse. I guess you say for a neutral, it's entertaining and whatnot. The thing is, it's not even like they're going and, losing to each other like, Atleti Bilbao or like amongst each other. It's that they're dropping points against nobodies. That's the thing. The thing is, just watch like Barcelona not even win. That has to be such a La Liga for this season. Thing at this point, like, yeah, I guess I honestly want Atletico to win it. I want Atletico to win it, but they're not serious either. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that it? You came all the way here just to tell me that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to show y'all about PSG, but y'all just mids, man. Stop that trouble. Like, y'all always put me to bed, man. Like y'all today was so.
Bro, you're laughing like this. You better hope Barca. You better hope Barca win. You better hope Barca win.
You guys have to rely on the belly to score goals, man. That's how now y'all are cooked, bro. No, let's come into round 32. It's over.
Just enjoy it while it lasts, man. Enjoy it while it lasts.
You see, I've been thinking with Barca fans about Barca fans. Okay, even let's say we face each other in the Champions League. What I'll say is that Barca fans, I think you guys have a lot more to lose than we do.
Yes, I know that. I told Mo that.
No, because if PSG lose, they'll go and say, okay, we've beaten you last two. All right, you guys got one up on us. If you guys lose with all the talk that you had and you still lose, nah. Honestly, if I was you, I wouldn't even be able to present my face on the pod ever again, at least for another season. Honestly, to be fair, I'm not sure how you present yourself after the demolition last time around, but you can
demolition. Oh my god, man.
What?
Relax.
So what do you call losing 4-1 at home? Twice.
Okay.
Twice.
4 on
last two games that PSG have played in Barcelona on Barcelonan soil is 8-2 on aggregate. Familiar scoreline, eh? Familiar scoreline. So exactly.
Yeah.
Like literally from if there's one team where PSG in Europe we can go and say be humble to, it's Barcelona. Like, yo, calm down. All right? Be humble. Calm down a bit. Because if you guys do all this stuff and lose, bro, it's over. If you come in, you always say, oh, you guys are a good team and so on and so forth. I still am confident we can beat you, so on and so forth. Fine, respect. But if you go and you guys are talking as though you guys already won the game before it started, you better hope and make sure you win.
Dude. I'm very disappointed in Kvara, man.
Yo,
I know he'll pick it up. I genuinely know. No, I genuinely know he'll pick it up. But man, dude, like,
I warned you, bro.
Can't be dropping these types of things.
I warned you guys. He's a dud. I warned you. He is, bro.
You're supposed to be one of our marquee players. You were gonna be that if you came in the summer. Anyway, he needs to pick it up, man. He needs to really pick it up, man. Because he's, in terms of ability, he's top 3 on the team, honestly. So he needs to pick it up.
Okay, in terms of ability, how would you rank the team then? Number 1, 2, and 3 then?
Dembuz, Kvara, and Vitinha.
Really? So Dewey's not in terms of like ability.
Doué's top 5.
I think technically talent wise, like what you can do with the ball, I think it's really realistic between Doué and Dembele. And even then, Dembele is slightly different.
You think Doué has more natural talent than Kvaratskhelia?
Not necessarily talent, but like technical ability. I'll say.
Oh man, Kvara can do some magical things. That's the thing. Like,
True, but like, I don't want to use this like Due is like the closest thing technically that I've seen like recent gen that I've seen to like to a Neymar that I've seen in a while.
no,
that
like
nice?
he does have like the flair of a Neymar, but I don't know, like in terms of, I guess, like well-roundedness. Um, yeah, like there's some parts of the game that he isn't fully refined at. Like I just feel like the other players are more refined in what they do, whereas Due he's still trying to get there. But the raw talent's there for sure, like you said.
We always forget, but like Dewey's really young. He's only what 19, maybe like recently turned 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still 19. He turns 20 in June. So yeah, he's a
Barcola,
year.
man. Barcola was a killer at the start of the season. He needs to find that killer in him again. It can't just be Dembu scoring in our front line, bro. Do you guys think Gonzalo could battle for a starting spot or something,
No,
or he could
no,
have like a
no.
Joselu? He could have like a Joselu type moment,
Bro, we've seen
like
he used to
Joselu
come off
versus
the bench.
Bayern last season. Like
His
like
role
he
is off
comes
the
off the
bench.
bench.
Same shit as
Yeah,
been all season.
Maybe, yeah.
but Matt,
Thing is, I'm a bit unsure with like someone like Gonzalo. Like, did you guys say you sell him over the summer, or do you keep him?
No, bro, he's a good backup. I think he's fine. Like unless he wants to go, just he's fine the way he is.
I think he will want to go.
I mean,
If
if
you're
that's the case,
Gonzalo,
then
you'll want to go.
he can leave. But if he's happy, I think everything's
But yeah,
fine.
if he's happy because he's not on bad wages, like he's on manageable wages and all. If he's happy to stay, then yeah, he can stay. But I think personally, like as an athlete, you want to play. You want to play as much as possible, especially with the World Cup coming up. Like he'd want to play as much as possible. So I'd
Do,
imagine that he'd want to leave at that
do
point.
you think if the World Cup was at the end of this season, so in 2025, would he be
Mhm.
going to, with the Portugal squad? Do you think he would be in the squad?
Yeah, he still would. Yeah,
Okay,
because
all right.
Portugal don't have that many options.
Yeah. That's what I think as well.
Yeah. But I think he's trying to play a bunch of games to actually like start because he wants to start. Like imagine the 2026 World Cup rolls around and this nigga riding bench to 41 41-year-old Cristiano.
Bro, Cristiano should not be like Ronaldo should not be like realistically.
I agree.
Squad play for Portugal.
But Cristiano, he's there to pretty much neuter that golden generation, man.
What
Just
I
the old
read
head that doesn't want to leave the party.
what I read
Damn.
about so why he gets picked for the national team still. This was going into the Euros last year. Was apparently like he brings a shit ton of sort of revenue due to like like merchandise and sort of marketability because of his brand. So like they benefit massively from just having him in the squad, even though maybe there's better players that could be sort of playing ahead of him and could be getting picked ahead of him.
Yeah,
That's why he's
he
always
could be in the
I'm not saying
squad.
he's
He could
being
be
in the squad, but he's not. He shouldn't be
but
starting.
Starter.
Yeah, he shouldn't be starting.
Yeah,
Like
he should not
seeing him
be
against
starting.
that, like,
But I think the
against
issue is that if he's in
France.
the squad, he has to play. Like you're not gonna bring Ronaldo and just leave him on the bench.
Well, then that's where like I think that's where he has to realize like you're not who he used to be. Like seeing him against like I think, and this is why it goes on back to like our conversations and remember when we were talking about the Club World Cup and how good European teams were going to be and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like because I think Ronaldo, what he's doing at Al Nassr has fooled us as to like how good he still is because he's still putting up very good numbers at Al Nassr. But then you saw him at the Euros. This guy was like mid at best. Seeing against France, he got bodied by Upamecano and Saliba, which okay, obviously it's not not pushover, it's not terrible, like it's just different levels, completely different levels. And so if he's
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So that's why I was going and saying, like, if Ronaldo is making like light work of the Saudi league, and when we see him against the best of the best in Europe, he's fodder. What does that and that's for a pretty decent Al Nassr team, top 4 in the Saudi league, so on and so forth. How is that going to be when you're playing against the best of the best European teams for other Saudi Arabian clubs and other clubs outside of Saudi Arabia against the best of the best European teams?
No, like you said, like Ronaldo, he should not be an option to start. So it's whatever. Man, Kvaratskhelia, man, you gotta pick it up, G.
He's one. Oh, okay, it's two games where it hasn't been good. I just can't remember though. But in the Euros, did Vitinha start in against France? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did. He did. Are you talking about the knockout game? That
hold
was
on,
one
let
man
me
of the
look.
match. Yeah,
Yeah.
he started that game.
Yeah, he did start, but he came off.
Yeah.
I want to see Vitinha. What a player! Holy smokes, what a player! Like honestly, even though
also
he,
with our midfield, by the way, they got to stop the Neves Vitinha benching. It's enough, man. Like these, they don't really get hurt. Like just play them together as much as possible now. Like unless you're playing like a Coupe de France game, they got to start playing more. Like let's stop that benching shit.
no, I'm okay with
And
that. I'm okay with it because
no, fuck that, dude. Like
If-
today,
if-
you kind of saw it, man. I don't want to watch another game where our midfield doesn't have either of them. Like our possession game just be like it's already stale, but man, it's way worse without them. Man. But yeah, I think honestly, as the season wanes on, like I really do feel the 3 he's gonna settle on, Lucho, it's gonna be those 2 plus Fabian, man. And maybe Warren. I don't think Warren will get back into the 11.
I mean, realistically, I'll say in terms of how things should be at a club, Warren should not really. I mean, I guess. I mean, now he's.
I would
18.
like Warren. I would like Warren to to play at the level he's capable of. Because that Stuttgart game, I saw shades of old Warren. Man.
Oh, I want to talk about the Mo. You mentioned the Konate to PSG links. How do you guys?
Wait, you're muted. Is Andrew muted?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
I think it's the perfect Marquinhos replacement.
Okay.
Even before the reports came out, I said, I don't know why we're not going for Konate. 1 year left, French from Paris. He ticks legit every single box.
Hmm?
no, it's a big time signing if you get him.
So would you get rid of Marquinhos though? Then
No, if we're signing just Konate, no, I would not get rid of Marquinhos.
yeah, that's what I'd say.
No, but if we're signing Konate and like a Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth, then I would consider getting rid of a center back or two. It might not necessarily be Marquinhos. In fact, I might shock you with who I might be thinking of selling.
Is it a center back?
Yeah,
Is that his like primary position?
yeah.
Is he in the rotation?
Yeah,
Is he playing consistently?
since he came back from injury, yeah.
Oh, so you sell him for Lucas Hernandez?
Yeah, I would. It's an unpopular opinion, but I would sell.
That's not a
Lucas
crazy
Hernandez.
take. That's not a crazy take. How old is Lucas Hernandez?
He's gonna be 30 soon.
No, no. I think he's still too young. I think
he's 29. He's 29, right? He's 29 going on 30.
Yeah, but he's still a defender. I'd say. I still think he's not like 35 or 33. Like even with Marquinhos, I say
You know, like if you have a girl and she done had like, she just got too much history, you know. Like at that point, you kind of got to do without, right? I think that's what it is with Lucas, man. Just too much history, too much injuries, too many injuries. 3 ACL tears is fucking nuts. We have to kind of be ruthless, man. And yeah, I don't think he'll be the same player. I don't think you could trust him in like a back two. Like he'd pretty much be he'd pretty much in this Lucho system, he's strictly a fullback, nothing more. A fullback that plays inside as a center back in possession.
No, I still like his profile for specific games.
Yeah, you can like the profile, but the player. There's a difference between the profile and the player. Like, there's a discrepancy. That's just me. Obviously, you don't have to agree.
Because thing is, if we get rid of Hernandez, like we get rid of basically our only left back option, like replacement option. That is.
No, we get Theo.
Yeah, I don't think you can't get Theo to like. You're gonna have who's starting then?
I mean, competition. That's what competition is for.
I think competition up front is fine. I think below, further back, the further back you go, the less and less viable it becomes. I think you need to have
not necessarily. Like, look at Arsenal, right? They're juggling like 10,000 center backs. You know what I mean? Like Miles Lewis Skelly or whatever, like he benches Calafiori these days. Like that's a good thing, right?
I mean, I guess you chop that up still to like being a young talent, right?
Yeah, and we're getting young talent. We get young talent like Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth. Mix that in with some of the experienced players like Marquinhos. But yeah, if you don't sell Lucas Hernandez, I would at least think of selling Lucas Beraldo.
That's. I mean, yeah, bro. I remember, bro, how we bigged up Lucas Beraldo. I mean, he's fine. He's not like terrible.
No, he's not a bad player. He kind of is a weak link defensively, man. Bro, like he's giving up corners. Like it's just, and in a way, Lucho isn't using him, and like he either plays him as a fullback, which he's not, or he plays him as a right-sided center back when he's a lefty, and it's just not viable, dude. Yeah, man. Is this the most depressed podcast we've had?
There's not much.
For me, I didn't want to have a post match because there was nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
it's like you brought up like the stuff about Kvara or the midfield. Like I don't want to make any opinion from today's game because like they didn't put in any effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ICK, what's their next schedule then looking like? PSG.
Yo, chat. If you guys have any like questions or you want us to do some rankings or something, you guys can throw some shit in there.
Unless we go on like previous conversations that we've had in the past.
Mo, you got anything bookmarked we can chat about?
Mm,
Oh, there's the I guess I'm not sure if you guys probably have spoken about it. The news of we're gonna have new neighbors next year in Paris. On the potential of that, but you haven't died, so it's hard to really discuss.
I mean, I'm gonna upload this as a video, but I can bring this up. It's a bit quick info about them, which is also related to us.
Can we just do quick ratings after today's game? Like super
Okay,
quick.
let's do it. Yeah.
Starting off with Safonov up until
Okay. Safonov, 7.5.
Okay.
yeah, I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5 as well.
7.5.
Yeah, I thought he was good. Why?
I mean, 7.5 is like 6, like 7 max. 7 point, like.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. What's for you? What's an average performance for you guys in your books out of 10?
A 5.
An average? Yeah.
Okay,
5.
okay.
I'm gonna be more like I've noticed that N is like the most gracious player rating. Like his play, he's so super gracious. He'll give niggas a 9. He'll give dudes 10s. Like
yeah, I'm likely keep.
8.5.
I'm likely keep a 10 out of 10 is a rare performance. I go and give him like. I'm just thinking, he just didn't have much to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll give him a 7. He clean. He got the clean sheet.
Yeah,
Made saves when he needed to. So yeah, I mean a 7.
4 saves. Expected goals prevented 0.4. I'd give him even a 7. I think for me 7 is like a good game, but like for me a good game you have to like. Did he make like a decent save? Is there one that maybe missing
from the corner?
Oh, I mean it was straight at him. And
I mean, you still need to save. And then the shot from I don't know if it was Abu Klal, but one guy cut in off the right and shot. So he saved it low to his left.
all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
I'll
was
give
a
him a
good
7. I'll
second
give him a
half.
7 then. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I just thought he had a decent game. Like
It's
that's
fine.
the 7. And not great, but just good. Do you move on to Hakimi?
6.5.
Yeah, 6.
5.
5.
Yeah.
All right.
5.
You played Beraldo.
Beraldo,
I'd go 8 for Beraldo.
Beraldo?
Beraldo 8.
Yeah, Beraldo
Yeah, I thought he was
4.
really good today. 4? How does he get a 4?
Beraldo was so bad.
No, bro, come on. He was not bad. What
He
game
got a,
he was?
he got a
was
7 point on
giving away
football.
corners. He was giving away corners.
What corners was he giving away? Nah, that's not. He was better than Hakimi.
Was he? I don't think he was.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'd argue he did more.
Beraldo completed the most passes in the game. That's the only reason why I'll give him like.
Now he had some
those
really
12
nice
points.
switches of play, some line breaking passes.
Okay, he hit the post. I just remembered he hit the post.
He had one of our only shots on target as well. Like that's something.
Okay, I'll revise it. I'll give him a 6.
Okay. I'll give him a 5. I think he was fine. It's mid average performance.
Wait, who? I said
Beraldo.
Hakimi.
Beraldo.
Beraldo.
Yeah.
Beraldo give him like a 7.
Okay.
He was one of the
Pacho.
better players.
Yeah, Pacho.
Pacho.
6.
Yeah, I didn't 6. I didn't even know if Patrick anything about him, to be honest. Just mid.
Yeah, apart from him hitting the crossbar from point blank range,
He hit the crossbar.
Oh well, he creased the goal. He
The
creased the
header,
goal.
the
It's,
header,
yeah.
the
Oh,
header.
so I have to
header,
bump
yeah.
it up then a bit. I was like 6'6". 6.
Yeah, he can get a 6.
Because if it
Same
wasn't for him,
rating
then
as
we don't
Ronaldo.
score.
Hmm.
It's a 6. All right, Hernandez.
6.5.
No, I didn't think he was good today. I'll go 6.
So a dude that's not good, he gets a 6.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
No, not bad. But like again, he was just average. Like he wasn't bad, but he was just average. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 6 is like a slightly above average for me.
I see 6 as 5.5, 6. It's all the same thing, isn't it?
For me, well, I have to average 5 out of 10.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know, man. When I look at Lucas, I feel like he gained 10 kilograms.
So what, you gonna even give it like a
20
4?
pounds. What did the French say? C'est compliqué. Like, it's complicated.
It's compliqué.
Lucas Hernandez, man. Yeah, like every time, there's a bit of pace down his flank, he's kind of in difficulty. I don't think he's a fullback anymore. I think he needs to be more of a center back. But with the way this system is structured, I don't think he's of much use anymore. So yeah, today, yeah, he gets a 5. Actually, 4.5. 4.5. 4.5.
Wait, sorry, is this Fabian or who we going?
No, Hernandez. Lucas.
Lucas
Sorry,
Hernandez.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay, midfield. Who should we start off with?
Fabian.
Fabian today.
8.
Sorry. Nah, me maximum 7. 7. He scored a
Yeah,
goal today.
7.
That bumps him up. Otherwise, if it wasn't for his goal, like brought down to like a 6.
I'm gonna say 7. He's had way better performances. But yeah, 7.
Mayulu. Oh no, it's DJ. Sorry, DJ.
Yeah, who's this? Fabian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'll go 7, bro, because he scores, but he wasn't good today.
Okay, fair enough. Mayulu.
Mayulu. 5.5.
I thought he was better than Fabian, no?
Not
Yeah,
necessarily,
he's
no.
more available. You saw him more.
Yeah, I just thought he did more. Yeah.
No, but Fabian, he gave good passes out to the flanks, like to Barcola a couple times. So, like, Barcola just didn't do much with them. Whereas Mayulu, I mean, he tried to project himself towards the box, but for the most part, apart from that Doué chance, it didn't really amount to much. So yeah, that's why I give Mayulu like a 5.5.
I'll give him a 6. DJ.
I already gave mine.
Mo.
What was it?
I said 6.5.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Wait, who?
Mayulu. Sini Mayulu.
7.
Okay. Lee. Lee 4. Lee 4. Honestly, Lee. Oh, we didn't talk. For me, Lee for me is annoying. Lee for me is almost like is similar level to like Fabian, in which you've seen what he can do, but he's just not doing it. For me, Lee, just 4 out of 10 today for me. Below average. Lost the ball.
Yeah.
Wasn't really dynamic. like the thing with Lee is like you don't. He's like doing that. You don't really know what his like best position is. But the thing is, though, he's not doesn't do much wherever he is. One of the things like that when you brought him is that he's like one of the best dribblers in the Liga, was one of the highest like 1v1 rates, like successful like 1v1s taken on, so on and so forth, dribbling rates, success rates, so on and so forth. And now here he's just like bar that crazy assist that he had against Brest for Dembele, nothing. So for me 4 out of 10. Below average today.
Yeah, 5.5. He wasn't good today.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Kangan Lee a solid 3. You know.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you think Ali? I don't know, dude. Like, I think Lee is he's just very predictable. You know, he's gonna come back onto his left foot. He had like one interesting action at the start of the game. After that, it was just pure nothingness. He keeps the ball well. That's practically it.
I think some of his struggles come from the team just playing badly. Like, I think if you put Lee in a PSG team that's playing well, I think he looks fine. You know, but in a team that's playing as badly as we did, with no tempo, no energy, not really doing much in the final third, like, he's gonna look bad. Like, we know Barcola is a good player, but today he didn't really do anything. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing with Kangan Lee, it's no more like a question of can he adapt to the team? Can he adjust to the team? He's been here for like over a year now, and hasn't really been that much progress. I mean, at the start of the season, you kind of saw some things, but
I think he's a better
most
player
part-
now than he was when he first joined. I think that's pretty clear.
yeah, I mean, 0.6 from like 0.5. That's 1/10 of an
I mean, that's
improvement.
progress.
Like,
Like,
you know, that's
well,
marginal improvement. Isn't really.
but you also have to consider he's a squad player that cost us 15 to 20 mil. Like, this is his role. He's just a decent squad player.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I think no one's asking him to, wow us when he plays. Like,
Yeah, I think Kangan Lee, he's gonna find himself in Celta Vigo in like 2-3 years. Just not my kind of player at all, bro.
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I also feel like he doesn't have cardio as well. Like his cardio's pretty much gone after like 45, 60th minute. Like it's gone. So, yeah, personally, like you said, man, like his La Liga numbers were so enticing. I thought he'd be,
That guy.
yeah. But that's the thing, though. When you're the reason why Kangan Lee will always be appreciated by Lucho is the fact that he can keep the ball very, very well, and that's something that a lot of coaches look for, because we have a bunch of players capable of scoring, capable of playing 1v1, and Kangan Lee is probably the best player at retaining the ball on the team.
Like press resistant, not what you mean.
Yeah, I mean he is press resistant. Maybe not to the level of a Vitinha or a Joao Neves, but yeah, he's in that conversation for sure. It's hard to get the ball off him. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's the front midfield then. Let's do Barcola then.
4.
Yeah, Barcola 4.
He was shocking today, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Barcola was out there playing like a Premier League winger, man.
Low.
Okay. Mo, what do you have him as?
6.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Mo 6. I don't think he is, like, realistically, of the attack, he's one of if not the most dangerous.
I mean, he wasn't good today, bro.
He wasn't great. Okay, maybe a 5 then. 5.
So
is
he's
my
like,
average.
so he amongst
Average.
it. So you're saying he was the best of a bad bunch. So he's the one-eyed king in a room full of blind men.
I mean,
It's not really saying much.
he brought some of the most danger of the front three. Okay. Next, well,
Yeah, I'll give him
Due.
a 4. A 4.
Okay, Due then.
Yeah. Due just like these are the kind of games that you don't want from Due. Like Due, we know you're nice as fuck, bro. Like we know you're cold, but stop trying to do too much, G. Yeah, I'll give Due a 5.
Okay.
All things considered, he still had a better game than Barcola for me.
I thought they had similar. I'll give him a 5 as well.
I'll go 6 for Dewey.
6. Okay. Mo?
Yeah, 6.
All right. Now I'm curious then. Okay, if you guys gave Barcola a 4, what are you guys giving Kvara?
4.5 probably.
Yeah, Kvara, man. I gave Kank a 3.
I think
I'm gonna be the harshest on Kvara, man, because I know what he's capable of. Yeah, Kvara getting the lowest rating. Kvara getting a 2.
Okay, fair enough. I give him probably 3. I think he's not good today.
Yeah, Kvara. This is the first match where he was like a legit no-show. Like the first game he started that he's been a no-show for sure.
Mo?
6.
But 6, so for you, a 7 is like a mid performance, correct?
No, I really don't care about the player's performance today because the manager told them to barely put in any energy. Like, I just want to move on from today's game. Like, yeah,
Fair
I have
enough.
no opinions about it.
I mean, should we do subs or no?
Sure.
Okay, Marquinhos. I mean, I'll go.
Like a
I think
6.
fine, 5. Didn't really do much. DJ.
I'll be honest, I can't rate the subs. Like he didn't really. They were just on to sort of kill the game, weren't they?
Although what I will say, I thought Dembele did not have didn't have a really good cameo. Gave the ball up quite a bit. Like not a good. But again, as Mo said, like it's hard. I won't take it too seriously. But if I had to judge it in isolation, he was like near like Kvara levels. Didn't really do anything.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah.
No. Okay, Vitinha. For me,
6.
5. Yeah, didn't remember really from doing much.
Yeah, 6.
So we were just on Vitinha.
Oh, you're talking about the subs now?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not giving any of the subs a rating.
fair enough. Okay, that means our last one we're left with is Gonzalo. Oh,
Like a 2.
yeah, 2.
Honestly, Gonzalo, yeah, I mean, Gonzalo wasn't bad, honestly.
Wasn't bad.
No, he
That's
was
crazy.
What was
I remember there was the counter.
He fucked up one pass. Yeah, he fucked
that
up
counter.
One pass
I
on the
mean,
counter.
nah.
But it started from him.
There was
He
also another
created-
time where he got the ball. It was nice. The one bit where Kvaratskhelia was doing something good. He tried to do like, if you guys remember, back in the latest El Clasico that they played for their Super Cup or whatnot, where Koundé tried to get the ball from Mbappe and he like rolled him with a roulette, and Gonzalo tried to do the same thing.
Oh, he tried to do a roulette. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and he messed up. No, today he was not good today. For me, 2. 2 for me.
No, 2 is harsh.
DJ,
Yes, bro.
what are you saying for Gonzalo?
Gonzalo, yeah, just 4. Like he got, I think, 3 touches of the ball, maybe. Like he just didn't really do much. Should have shot with that last chance instead of trying to pass. So that pissed me off. But beyond that, like he's just
Yeah, you was trying to get paid. Huh?
yeah. What I wanted ideally would have been he passes it and then makes a run to get it back for
Yeah,
the
he
tap
should have
in,
passed it earlier.
and then get it back. But
Or play the different. He tried to pass it like straight to him, or he should have like threaded it
in front,
and have him in front and have him run
Mhm.
onto
Yeah.
it.
That's just, you can tell the guy. He just his head's not.
Yeah,
not in the game. It's like,
his confidence is low key shot.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
not gonna lie.
when he got that ball earlier and tried to do the roulette, whatever he tried to do, you can just tell this guy doesn't know what he's doing, man. You just trying shit. It's like when the coach says, "Hey, come on, you just show him what you can do."
All right. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you went through the ratings. Mo, you said you had something for the Paris FC and the new stadium and stuff.
In 1904, a club by the name of Stade Saint-Germain was created. In 1969, Paris FC was created. In 1970, Saint-Germain and Paris FC became Paris Saint-Germain and were put in Ligue 2. They immediately got promoted to Ligue 1. By 1972, Paris Saint-Germain and Paris FC split it, with Paris FC remaining in Ligue 1 and Paris Saint-Germain having to start over from National 3. Then PSG quickly got promoted to the first tier, whilst Paris FC got relegated in the same season, which meant the brand new stadium that was built in Paris, Paris Saint-Germain acquired. In 1985, Paris FC filed for bankruptcy and had to get demoted all the way down to the 6th tier of French football. They stayed 5 years there, then went up to the 5th tier, immediately promoted and stayed in the 3rd tier for 12 years. For majority of the time, they've been like a yo-yo club between the 3rd and the 2nd tier in France. And they've been in the 2nd tier since 1780. Then obviously came Red Bull, who own Red Bull Leipzig in Germany, Red Bull Salzburg in Austria, Red Bull New York in USA, and Red Bull Bragantino in Brazil. And they also have a small share in Leeds United. Them and Arnaud Bernard, the owner of LV, came together to buy the club, with the Red Bull having 10 to 15% stake in the club and Arnaud having a 55% stake. This was the president of Paris FC. The arrival of Agash in our club, supported the Red Bull as the new owner, is a unique opportunity that I immediately accepted and welcomed with greatest enthusiasm. Arnaud will, he'll be doing the economic stuff, whilst Klopp, it's more the football. Red Bull will be more the football ideas and how to run a football club at a high level. They will obviously have great sponsorships as well, already from the get-go. They already have $108 to $216 million injection into the club. Take a look at Paris Saint-Germain's first window, where they spent $108 million. They bought Javier Pastore for $42 million, Thiago Motta, Gamero, Matuidi, Menez. So we can think Paris FC will do something similar. They're obviously sitting second in Ligue 2, and someone actually told me they lost today, which is not the best for them. And they've been close to getting promoted, but always battling the last hurdle. Paris Saint-Germain legend Rai is actively working inside of the club as well. And as everyone has probably seen, they will be playing in the stadium right next to us, which is very interesting. And the closest 2 stadiums in the world, I think, and the closest derby in the world. This is wrong. This is wrong. Yeah, these are all the most richest owners, and Paris FC would immediately become the 2nd richest club in Ligue 1, only after Paris Saint-Germain. And obviously with Monaco and Marseille. Yeah, that's another stuff. So, yeah. they can be very interesting. They have the money. They have Red Bull, which they operate with Leipzig and Salzburg, who have been in the UCL many seasons, in the Bundesliga with top players. So I'm not going to say they will rival us, but I think they could potentially be better than all the other rivals we've had, like the Monaco, the Marseille, the Lyon. And
How
hopefully it's a
long?
domino effect that makes everyone else better.
How long do you think it's going to take them?
I think they can get like UCL football, like top 4 in like 2, 3 seasons.
Really? Hmm.
It's just out of money. If they actually spend that, they will easily go above clubs like Stade de Reims and Toulouse and
I don't know if two things. One, I don't know if FFP would enable that. I think we know how sort of strict the finances in France are as well, and the tax and whatnot. So I don't know if FFP would enable them to get good
Actually,
enough
that's not
players
true.
to actually. What?
They
What's
don't-
not true?
like the financial regulations that like La Liga have, for example, like the 1-to-1 rule, they don't
Yeah.
have that in Liga. They're
Okay.
not as
So
yeah.
would they be able to spend hundreds of millions in the next couple of years to build a Champions League quality squad? Then
Depends how it's done. So, like for example, right now Lyon, technically, as things stand, are going to be relegated to League Two, like League Two next year, because they haven't been able to meet the quotas, and because what John Textor, the majority who has majority stake in them, what he's been doing is sort of like funneling money between like Botafogo and like all of his clubs to like inject money into Lyon, but like the decision saying like you can't do that. So it depends how they do so, and they'll have to be like careful to like even with sponsorships to sort of not do like what City do. Like let's say for example they get sponsored by like Louis Vuitton, and they go and they put them on the kit and like inflate their things. They also don't want to get put in like into a City situation where they're sort of inflating sponsorships to be able to go and get out players, etc., so on and so forth.
yeah,
So there's
yeah,
that.
okay.
what I know DJ they can do.
Mhm.
I don't know like the legality of it, but I've seen other clubs do it, which is the money injection in the beginning of a new ownership, just like Newcastle did. They got new ownership and bomb splashed a lot of money in the beginning.
Right.
So I think that's something they can do.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see then.
I mean, the thing is though, it's going to be interesting because from the league's perspective, it means that PSG and Paris FC won't be able to have a home league game on the same day.
Yeah, I don't really think that's the issue, bro.
There's that. For me, the thing I'm curious to know is like, because the thing is, though, there are some fans who like supported Paris FC who were sort of, or PSG fans today who sort of support PSG, but have like come from the Paris FC. I'm just curious to see if it's going to change like the landscape of supporting. Maybe not now because I mean they're still young and whatnot, but I think more so in the future because the thing is, so Paris FC also have a pretty good academy. So like Konate, for example, he's from Paris, but he's at Paris FC. Nordi Mukiele was at Paris FC as well. So they've got like a good eye for talent. And my big thing is, okay, are they going to start like really rivaling a PSG in Paris and getting talent there? And it's going to be sort of like how it is almost in London, where you've got Chelsea and Arsenal. And it's just like to another degree like Tottenham, sort of forming players, and it's going to cause that because that's definitely true. And if it's the thing is always that thing like it starts young, really young.
Fraser, are you
there's-
talking about attracting young talent to the academy, or are you talking about fans in the city?
A bit of both. Well, the fans, because if like you start playing for the Paris FC academy, like take somebody like Konate, even though he went through the Paris FC academy, PSG and Paris FC don't have like a rivalry whatsoever. They maybe played like a handful of times, maybe like in the Coupe de France or something, but they've never played each other. So somebody like a Konate would probably still have like an affinity for PSG because it's the club in Paris. But now say you take somebody who's now coming through the academy, and they'll know a Paris FC who are
Coming
in
through
Ligue.
PSG's academy.
No, Paris FC's academy, pardon me.
Okay.
Coming through Paris FC's academy, who will know a Paris FC that's in the same league as PSG, and who knows potentially like battling for Champions League spaces, so on and so forth. It now makes it a bit trickier, and it's going to probably like split perhaps like PSG a lot more in terms
I,
of club support.
I really don't think it will, bro. I'll be honest. Like, if you're a young PSG fan, there's nothing Paris FC can do to make you want to become a fan of them. Like, and if you're like, I don't know what, middle aged, maybe even in your 50s, if you like Paris FC as a kid, but then as PSG sort of grew as a club, you became a fan of PSG. Like, you might still tune into Paris FC games, but I think it's unlikely you're going to stop supporting PSG to then start supporting Paris FC, bro.
For me, the biggest thing that I think could really sway is, funnily enough, if PSG get a new stadium and leave the Parc des Princes. That I think it's a lot of fans have spoken that could sway them
To stop supporting PSG.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's different because that's the match going fans, the ones because it will be easier to go to Paris FC games at that point, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No. Look, what I would say is look, in London there are many big clubs. All weren't created and all weren't successful at the same time. All right, one was first, they came the second, they came the third. So I think in the long term future, maybe Paris FC will be close to Paris Saint-Germain. But as AA is saying, does brother really for a club that isn't even in first division with 1 to 2 billion team PSG as right now? No. It will take them extremely long time to be on the same level as Paris Saint-Germain. But they have a really rich owner. That's the only thing. And rich owners, if he's ambitious and if he invests a lot of money, as I said, he can leapfrog the Monacos, the Lyons, all of that in a very short time because they are not that ambitious. They do not spend that much money.
I think the one thing that you could argue that they have, perhaps on top of PSG, is probably the branding. Paris FC compared to PSG Paris Saint-Germain probably gives them a leg up. Because they can go and say they are the, Because, I mean, Paris Saint-Germain is sort of a region to the, southwest. It's sort of, still like the greater Paris metro area and whatnot. And there's obviously still Paris in the name. But Paris FC, or the football club of Paris.
Yeah, but who cares about that? Like, everyone knows Paris Saint-Germain is a club of Paris.
Obviously, yeah, people know that. But I'm just saying, because even you think here in London, no team here in London takes their name after, has the name of the city. So I'm just thinking, if you're a very, lay, normie Parisian, and you're okay, and, diddly squad about football, 10 years from now, you have the chance between PSG and Paris FC. It's, in terms of branding, Paris FC being the football club for Paris specifically, whereas Paris Saint-Germain is sort of Paris, and the little commune outside is slightly different. I mean, for now, it's not gonna make a difference because right now, when you think of Paris, a club in Paris, you think PSG automatically. But yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. Another club in the mix, Derby, 2 derbies a season at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good for the league. What I hope from Paris FC is the domino effect. They come in, they start splashing, puts pressure on some other people, and Ligue has been growing a lot since 17, 18. So we just got to keep that going.
Yeah. I mean, do you think the rivalry between PSG and Paris FC could ever become bigger than Paris Marseille, or no?
No, PSG Paris FC for the coming future would be like Barca Espanyol. That's a derby, but us and Marseille were rivals. So it's a different thing. They would be our derby, a cute team we smack around, like Liverpool Everton.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
I mean, someone mentioned City and United. City, well, they were majority of their history. They were a mid-table team.
Yeah,
until they got bought up in 07, 08.
Yeah.
And how long did it take them? It took them. They won their first Prem.
2011.
Was it Aguero?
Yeah.
4 years?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years. But their owners, obviously, I think he's even richer than Nasser. the Dubai is what are they called? City Group or
UAE?
something.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, so they spent a lot of money, and it only took them 4 years, and that is supposedly the Premier League, the biggest league in the world, and where they had to compete against a lot of other people. So I mean, if Paris FC do great stuff, they can start competing in like 4 years time, 3 years time. Let me see
Mm.
City's first window. The City's first windows didn't go that well. They just signed a bunch of bumps. It's like Robinho. 0809. Yeah, they bought Robinho, they bought Joe,
I think.
Nigel De Jong, Craig Bellamy, Wayne Bridge,
The
Pablo
company-
Zabaleta. Yeah, company as you said.
Yeah.
Tal Benhaim. It's just a lot of randomness. Robinho obviously being that bling bling signing. So I think Paris FC are going to sign like one top ish attacker. Then they got Tevez, Adebayor, Lescott.
Sorry, Mo. Who is invested in them? Is it
In who?
Middle East or who?
Paris FC.
In what?
Yeah,
Paris
like-
FC. It's
yeah,
LV
The
owner.
owner, yeah, LV owner.
Who?
Arnaud.
Oh,
Bernot.
okay. Oh, yeah, okay. But the thing with the Red Bull is they don't. That's not the way their model works, though, is it? It's more about bringing through young talents to sell them, building a sustainable model.
Yeah, but
Then,
so,
We
now
got
go
a
on.
minority stake. It's a minority.
yeah,
stake.
they only got 10. He's like the main owner, and then the rest is like some other company.
Oh, okay.
What-
So, okay, no, you're right.
What I think Red Bull is, Arnaud was like, yo, I want to buy Paris FC.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has some contacts at Red Bull, and he was like, you want to get 10% because you guys already own so many clubs. You can like organize the club from deep because I don't have that much knowledge of that.
Right.
But I'm the main owner. I would be the one that puts in the money. I'll be the face of the club and all of that.
Okay.
So Red Bull will be operating, but
Well, they're not going to become
You know-
RB Paris, though.
no.
Okay. All right.
And like as you mentioned with other clubs, like RB use them as a business, go
Mhm.
through talents, sell them. But
Yeah.
because they're not the main owner,
They won't be doing that.
they're not there for the business part. So
Okay.
they're just
I mean, it'll be-
working.
It'll definitely be interesting because, like, if I'm sure the Red Bull group have their vision of how they want to run a football club, but then, like you said, if they're just a minority owner, then who's gonna have sort of more of the say in how things are done? Yeah.
Honestly, for me, my biggest worry with Paris FC is honestly just the talent-wise academy. Because Paris already have a pretty good academy. And actually, like, even in terms of academy, like they've beaten PSG on a couple occasions. Like at youth level, it's a pretty big derby, PSG, Paris FC. So my only issue is that, okay, maybe they're able to better attract young talent than PSG. So like that so much so that like the next Warren Zaire-Emery is formed at Paris FC and not PSG. That would be my concern.
I mean, Paris has the most talents in the world. Majority of them don't even come through PSG's academy. They leave early on to other academies. So like, just more of the Parisian academy players will go to
Wait, DJ, what are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
PSG Paris FC.
No, it's just TikTok. This TikTok video. Sorry.
Okay.
So no, yeah. I said I don't think of Paris FC that much at the moment. All right, people. Be back for is it Tuesday, then Wednesday. Huge game. Because then we'll obviously know who we're gonna play. No, on Friday we're gonna know who we're gonna play. We're already through, but I will keep tabs on the City game and Madrid game as well.
Are you gonna be mostly watching Are you gonna like be streaming the PSG game?
No,
Or you said-
PSG game,
Yeah. Okay. So,
and then that game.
I'll have an eye on the Madrid game, like maybe on the second. Like, I'll probably have like the scoreboard for both, but I'll be watching mainly the PSG game.
Sim. Right. DJ Junior,
Yep.
have a great continuation of your day. And see you guys soon.
Yep.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
All right.
Take care, people. Take care. All right, then, people. That's been it from Boy PSG. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed all the live streams today. The Madrid, Osasuna watch along, the Bayern München by Leverkusen, Paris Saint-Germain, Toulouse, and obviously this post-match podcast. Next live stream, I'm still wondering. I mean, the live streams did well enough. I haven't seen the numbers yet. Let me actually quickly see it. Wow, Bayern München won at like 70, and then towards the end went all the way up to 100. That's really good. And the Madrid Osasuna one ended at 128. So we started off really like 40 because maybe it was earlier in the day, 70, 80, 90. Wow. That one did well too. So there are two games I'm thinking of tomorrow, which is the let me show you guys. It's the United Spurs. Despite it being a Premier League game, that's a game I could be watching. So United Spurs, and then it was this one, Inter Juve. Inter Juve might be a boring, but I mean, I watched fucking Bayern by Leverkusen today. Lille Rennes. Nah, Juve Inter. Colo ball. Seeing how good Inter are as well, and Juve. So I might do those two games. Wait, 5:30, 7:30. Yeah, I'll be having time for both of them. I may even put out like match reactions, something. Some other videos will also be coming out. And then after that, Monday, I'll obviously have the stream with Barca Boy, and he will obviously have to make this watch along as well. So we'll probably have a stream on his channel before, and then I will have the Barca versus Vallecano stream. Barca probably got a stat pad. And then UCL Tuesday. You know what? I will. Oh my god. I will see. I'm unsure. And then obviously Wednesday we'll know what will happen. All right then. Hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. And as usual, allez.